VLOTH. VLOTH. Now we're going to get into my favorite part of this entire performance. They have this melodic break where they sing a few riffs and then go into this extended, absolutely disgusting run, and then they end on these two very beautiful high notes. Let's break it down. Okay, so let's fill these dots in. So I just marked Halle's line, but I'm gonna mark Chloe's line because she actually sang in parallel motion right under Halle. This is gonna be a lot. Okay, here we go. Let's do it quickly. On Halle's side, we're finding this mixed voice that I was more talking about. As she's going through the run, she's not floating too high into her full head voice, and she's not giving the full power of her chest. She's getting ready to soar up into her head voice. And also when she's in this C5 range, again, remembering that chart, when she's in that C5 range, she's already starting to mix a little bit. So for the majority of this run, she is in her mix. So let's mark it out. Halle is at let's connect that as well. And then she kind of falls in here. There's a little bit of like an inflection. And actually, after listening again, she doesn't really sing the G. She kind of pulls off to get more breath. She kind of just, you know, lets it fall like that. Kind of going into an A, sort of, kind of. And in this beautiful line on the bottom, absolutely beautiful, we finally find the point where she wants to switch. And the reason why she's switching is not necessarily because she couldn't mix up there, but I believe it's more to match her sister's tone, which we'll talk about a little later. But, and then here is where we get the switch into her head voice. And then there's a little bit of a break there, and then she's in her head voice going all the way into that beautiful B that's just staying there. Now, although Chloe is singing the exact same line with similar power as Halle, I still want to say that her approach was a little bit more chesty. There was a little bit of more force, a little bit more oomph. Some of that came from her voice type. The reason for that theory is because when she switches to her head voice at this E, there was a lot more of an onset. There was a lot more of a flip than there was for Halle. I want to say more that when Halle got to her G, she didn't as much flip as so much as re-onset. So let me just mark that. So yeah, there was a lot more of a change in timbre from Chloe's chest voice to her head than Halle's mixed voice to her head. This is something we can talk about in the comments, but yeah, that's my theory. She's not flipping out like Halle, she's actually going down into the next note of the melody. And then we got and this is where we get this this switch happening. Pretty awesome. And in fact, Chloe actually kind of breaks it off. And she kind of gives an onset there. And of course, Halle does as well. One thing that's amazing is the vowel modification as they head upward. Vowel modification is a pretty simple concept in that when a singer is going up into a more belty range, they're going to make the vowel a little bit taller and wider so that they're not using throat muscles to kind of scrunch up the sound. So their O's were turning to more A's. And then when they got into that head voice part, they closed in to get that who, that pure vowel sound in their head voice. Ooh, ooh. And even when you're hearing Halle on that beautiful B5, she's vibrating really, really hard, and her who's is more like a ooh. You can even see her lip kind of going for it. There's a little bit of a Whitney Houston lip quiver that's going on there. Not that the lip really adds to her vibrato in any way, in my opinion, but yeah, she's going pretty hard at it. All right, let's listen together. Absolutely. Well, Chloe and Halle are absolutely amazing singers, writers, producers. I really love them from like all the way through. They're pretty amazing artists. I'm actually a lot of the same way in that I produce, I write, and sing my own songs. Yes, this is a promotion for my song Counterfeits and Magic. Counterfeits and magic don't bring sunshine in the dark. Now, if there's some things that I missed out of the performance, which there probably was because we were covering some pretty intense stuff, I would love for you to comment below and let me know how much you liked this performance, and also subscribe to this channel if you're new, because this is the place where we think deeply so that we create art that changes the world. I'm O'Neil Gerald, and I'll see you all later. Bye everyone.